I'm Anna Beech. I studied philosophy and politics at Birmingham University. I work for C40 Cities, which is a network of almost 100 of the most influential, important mayors across the globe, working together to address the climate crisis. And my job is to manage our governance. So essentially, we have a board, a steering committee of mayors, because we're led by mayors, and all the entities that come underneath that. And it's my job to make sure that that runs smoothly and delivers our mission. I think the key skills that I learned from studying philosophy at university, number one, I would say scenario planning. So when I am faced with a challenge or a decision at work, one of the things I've learned is to build yourself a map of the consequences of decisions. And I remember one of my philosophy dissertation in the third year was very much about the consequence of moral decisions. I've now applied that to the consequence of practical decisions within the workplace. If you are the person in the room that has thought through the consequence of the 5 decisions, let's say, that you could make about a policy or an event or whatever it may be, then you are the most equipped to influence the final decision. So that's one thing I learned from philosophy. Similar to that is how to structure an argument. There are lots of times in the workplace, particularly with external stakeholders, where you have to win an argument. Winning an argument with a mayor or winning an argument with a key funder is very challenging and very intimidating. However, if you have spent time before going into that meeting structuring your argument, just like you would structure your argument in a philosophical debate, then you are on the front foot. So I think certainly those 2 skill sets, as well as more broadly, the skill of being able to project manage, whether it's a global event to whether it's one meeting, project management is something that I learned a lot about at university, because you have to project manage your day-to-day. You have to project manage a dissertation from start to finish. Particularly with philosophy, if you start off on the wrong foot and you go down the road of an argument that you don't really truly believe in, you have to learn to roll yourself back. And it's the same in the workplace. You waste time by going down a road that you know isn't going to work out. And I think lots of people do that at work just to have a quick fix, just to solve something that is, you've got 5 million things to do. I think philosophy teaches you if you do that, you'll always fail. So I've really tried to implement that learning from my philosophy days into what I do day to day, and really think through things before putting steps in place that then you can't roll back from.